Hi everyone. So I'm making this recording of what I had shown at the beginning of class today, um, Friday the 14th. Ah, happy Valentine's Day. I forgot to say that. So first of all, if you're having problems embedding and you get the mystery message about cannot find such and such file, here is how I bring JPEGs or PNGs or whatever photos into Illustrator. And it's pretty simple. So I find the file, I drag it to the icon of Illustrator in the dock. It will open a new document. Now, I want to point out when you do it this way, you don't have any swatches and et cetera, et cetera. No graphic styles, everything's blank. But then you click on it, you copy it, and then paste into a new or paste it into your start file. And um, then you can double click on the layer and check template and say okay. And then mine happened to I had put this there, so I'm just gonna cover that up. All right. I'm gonna move the guide so it's exactly template, so it's exactly lined up with the guide. I think I have my guide down there. Is it in layer two? Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the guide down to the template layer instead of having a separate layer for the guides. Okay, I wanted to point out that in this new template that I'm going to put in weeks 4 and 5, I've made some lines. They're yellow for the angle that your sleeve should be. So on this side, I've got a short sleeve and a 3/4, and this is fairly okay for a long sleeve. And then on the left side, I have a short sleeve, a 3/4, and improved angle here. So what this does when you do it that way, I just wanted to point out that this is already embedded. So then you don't have to worry about it. Now, I'll go through the things with making an Illustrator template file different from this picture of the template so that when you open it up, you don't have to worry about overwriting your start file. So the way you do that is File, Save As. Oh, here, wait, I didn't see this before. Save as template. They move things around and it might not be in the same place. So the safest way for with the new, this is an older version. So I would say save as here in the format. go to Illustrator template. It will put an AIT at the end and then save. It will go in the same place wherever you had your start file. And if you didn't have a start file, and if you're starting this from scratch, have a good place where you're saving it. So here it is. Now here's the advantage. It won't give you a preview I already had this open. Wait a minute, close that. Now I'm confusing everyone. So you're going to close that file and then reopen it. And notice it comes up untitled. So that way you won't accidentally overwrite your start file. While you're in the start file, why don't you make an artboard for yourself? Maybe make a couple of layers to work in. And at this point, type your name and have that in its own special layer that you can then copy. So then you won't forget to type your name because that's one of the things that's required. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you is how to bring in for your camp shirt, the fifth shirt that you have to do. So you might have remembered I did a screenshot in class. Here it is. Oh no, that's not it. That's the homework. There it is. So again, I'm going to drag it to Illustrator. This is like the temporary copy. I'm going to close that window and then I'm going to paste. Oh, it wants to go in layer one. Fine. I'm going to move it out of layer one because this, I want to put it on multiply so I can see my template. And then I'm going to hold Shift and Option to shrink it down to get it the right size. That can be bigger. I'm going to go by the armholes. I'm holding Shift and Option so it goes out from the middle. Kind of like, all right. It's maybe a little bigger. I'm going to go by the collar. Yeah. Use the back collar. Get that. You can micro move with the arrow tools. You can go ahead and use the sleeve shape that's on the template, but it's a wider sleeve. It's more relaxed. That's the concept behind a camp shirt. There's no placket, and then you get to figure out how to deal with this stuff. Yours might be different. I did pull this one from that Pinterest board. So I didn't reduce the opacity. I just put it on multiply. And then I'm going to lock that layer. And then you go ahead and do your camp shirt. So this is now turned into what I'm going to use for my shirts. So then I would save it that way. And I think that's everything with all that stuff. So find this new revised template in either week 4 or week 5. All right, that's it.